So I just finished filming a 1 minute video, which I actually filmed for 9 minutes. So I'm freaking out on having to edit all that, and I'm trying to submit by this weekend, but we'll see. So Georgetown actually allows you to like submit a 1 minute video alongside your personal statement and alongside your diversity statement. I'm really excited about that. It totally reminds me of Elle Woods in Legally Blonde, and she actually went on the pool and that's what she filmed, and it was hilarious. But yeah, this is actually what I wore, and this was my background. I kind of didn't like that you could see the little light thing, but it is what it is. I really hope they like it. But anyways, I wanted to talk to you about the day of the LSAT. I actually didn't film that day. Maybe I have one Snapchat, and I'll try to find it, but it was so intense, and I just wanted to walk through what happened and give you an idea of what it was like for me. So I had set up my clothes, the ticket, my Ziploc bag with all the things I needed and was allowed to bring into the test center the night before. I had everything set up. Everything went really smoothly in the morning. I woke up at 7, showered, forced myself to eat, even though I was like very nervous and my anxiety was kind of kicking in. But everything went well. And it started to go bad after I was ready. I was running like 5 to 10 minutes late, but I had written out a schedule that gave me like 30 minutes of flexibility just because I run late everywhere. And this was not the day that I was going to be late. So I called the Uber, and I was upset because it was $20 more. I had to travel from Berkeley to, I don't remember the name of the city. It was like a neighboring city. It was only like 2 or 3 cities away. But none of my friends here were able to take me that day of. So I called the Lyft. And my Lyft driver was actually super nice, very considerate, gave me my space. We just talked just enough. It was perfect. And I got to the hotel, and the issue was I tried giving my phone to the front desk. I had called like a week or 2 before the test. I had called and asked if I could leave my phone with them, and they had said yes, to not worry. They had me. It was cool. It wasn't cool. Now, had I not talked with Yadira the day before, I would have totally freaked, because she told me, she's all like, if for any reason they don't take your phone, you need to have a place where you hide it. And she told me that I should hide it in the restroom. And so when they told me that they wouldn't take my phone, and there was a long line of people who actually stayed at the hotel, and it was at the Marriott. Like, I wasn't going to stay at the Marriott because it's expensive. So I went to the restroom. I actually had to use it, and I'm like, where do I have my phone and not risk having it get stolen or found by the staff? Where the toilet seat covers are placed, I pulled that closer to me, and that left a little gap, and that's where I slid my phone, and then I pushed the toilet seats back a little bit, and I left. I went downstairs. It was kind of like in the basement, like that's where the halls were, and I sat down and waited for them to come out and let us, sign in and go into the test center. I actually stood in line for the wrong hall. It was by last name, and so I ended up having to run to the hall next door. It actually worked out better because it was a lot smaller. It was a much smaller group, and the people that were checking us in, it was one young guy. He was probably about my age. He was so sweet. And then there was like 2 or 3 older ladies, and everyone was extremely nice. I was very paranoid about my ticket because I thought that it was blurry and that it didn't completely fill the box. And I kept on trying to stare at other people's tickets. So I would like look over, and I just didn't want to be creepy because I was stressed. I can only imagine how other people were feeling. So everything went fine. Like, they let me in. I had an extra copy, and they were like, no, it's okay, just throw it away. They were so nice. So nice. Had I known they were going to be so nice, I wouldn't have stressed out so much. Then we went in, and lo and behold, during the first test section, I had to go pee. And it just got in my head, and I was like, I'm not going to make it until like 3 sections where they give us the 15-minute break, I'm not gonna make it because that was like an hour and a half. So then, or 2 hours. So then I finished my section. I kind of rushed through it a little bit, and I ran out to the restroom. And when I came back, the second section had already started. So that threw me off a little bit. It sucked because I felt like I did really well in the beginning, but we had like 3 sections of the same thing, meaning that one of those wasn't gonna work. It was like an experimental part. So that sucked a little bit, but the test was intense. It was hard, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I've heard that the October-September test is harder than the other 3, and it was intense. Like, when I looked up from when they were about to give us our break, my vision was blurry because I had stared at that test booklet like my life depended on it. And when they gave us our break, I literally felt like a warrior, exhausted from like practice or battle or something, because it was so draining, so mentally and physically draining. And we were walking around like zombies, trying to force ourselves to eat our snacks, and it was really intense. Like, I hated it. But we finished, and I know that I didn't know everything, so I was thinking that I did either average or a little under my goal score. I knew I didn't do that great, but I remember walking out of the test center, and the first thing I did was I went and looked for my phone. Thankfully, it was still there. I was so grateful that it was there, and so grateful it was over. It was like a huge weight was lifted off my freaking shoulders. And then I called my mom. That's the first thing I did, and she was just like, I prayed for you. Sometimes she wakes up at 5 in the morning and she prays. I really do think that her prayers have saved us and helped us out so much. And I was walking, trying to find the BART so I could get back home, because there was no way in hell I was going to pay another $40 to take a lift home. So I got on the BART, and my ex-boyfriend had been emailing me. It was a hot mess. Finally, I just emailed him back, and I was like, look, dude, like, I'm drained. I don't really care about you or anything at this point. Like, I'm just thankful the test was over. And so because I was emailing him and like mad, and like that he was trying to take from that moment, because it was such a beautiful moment where I had finished something, I missed my exit, and I ended up having to transfer another bar and then finally get home. But yeah, that's basically what happened. I'll make a separate video about my score. I got a 147, and that's a little under average. So it wasn't amazing, but I'm very, very proud of it. And I will do my best to film a little bit more often. It's just things have been so intense. But today I submitted my first application to Harvard. I'm so happy, and I feel so blessed. And I thank all of you for being in this journey with me. I really do appreciate the support and the messages. I'm almost done with this. So if anyone out there needs help, please don't hesitate to ask. Facebook me, Snapchat me, anything, comment down below. People have helped me so much, and the least I can do is give back and help a little bit. So yeah, have a wonderful day, and remember that I love all of you from the bottom of my heart. Bye-bye.
What's up, everybody? This is Doña Conchita. We met her where we currently rent a few years ago, over here in San Jose.
Entonces, Doña Conchita, ¿sí los puede hablar un poquito de dónde usted es